So I'm going to be making some sticky orange rolls. So for the actual dough, you need flour, yeast, milk, eggs, butter, vanilla extract, sugar, nutmeg, and your oranges. That's everything, and salt. But that is everything for the dough. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'll show you the next bits as we go along, and I'll add the ingredients below. Okay, so I started by heating my milk in the microwave for 30 to 40 seconds, and you need 3/4 cup of milk, which should be warmed. So I made it sort of a temperature where if I dip my finger in, you can't really feel the temperature. And then I put that in my bowl, and on top I added 2.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast, and you need to leave those for about 10 minutes. So while I did, I got some other bits prepped. You need 1/2 cup of butter. I converted it to grams because I don't do cups for solids like that. So yeah, 1/2 cup of butter, and I zested my orange so that it's ready. Change your mind for love or pity, let me know now, cause your love made me go blind. What am I hearing? Saying you're moving back. When were you gonna tell me that? What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even? So now I can add my eggs. So it says 2 large eggs, so I added like 3 smaller eggs and then 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and this is going into your yeast and milk mix, which should have been left for about 10 minutes. And then add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and your zest from whatever fruit it is that you're using. And then you need to add 4 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and you just mix it all together until you get like a sticky dough. And don't add your 4 cups in one go. So with your flour, I did 2, let it mix for a bit, and then add the rest, because obviously all our ingredients are going to be a little bit off balance, and we're not all going to do exactly the same amounts. You might need more or less, so do a couple of cups, do another cup, then do a half, and just sort of see how much you need in your mix. But I did use the full 4 cups. But you might not need to. You want like a sticky dough, but you want to still be able to roll it out and it not to be too sticky. How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on? Why you wanna let me go now? So I was using a 1/2 cup measure, that's why it looks like I'm adding so much to it here. And then just blend it up until it is all combined. So now I need to zest another orange, because for your sticky orange filling you need more zest again. So I'm zesting another orange. It says granulated sugar, but I use caster just because that's what I've got in the cupboard, and it worked really well. I don't know what sort of difference caster or granulated makes this recipe. If I had granulated I would have used it, but I only had caster and it works absolutely fine. So I'm just going to get all my dough out of the bowl. I just zested my orange earlier to get it ready, but I'm going to get all my dough out, and then I'm going to pop it in my oven, and I just leave the temperature on like 30, just so it's a little bit warm. So yeah, it gives it a bit of heat to rise, and I left it for about an hour to rise. So while my dough is rising in here, I'm going to make my sticky lemon filling, but obviously I'm doing orange, so you need a cup of sugar, butter, orange juice and the zest. So I'm going to mix it all together, and it says you need to leave it in the fridge for half an hour. So now it's your sticky orange filling, which is the best part. So you need to mix your sugar, which is 1 cup of sugar, and your zested fruit together, and just mix that till it's combined, and then you'll add the other bits once that's combined. Make sure your butter is quite soft, mine wasn't, and I do think it makes a bit of a difference. So you need to add 4 tablespoons of butter, which is quite soft, like room temperature squishy, and then you're going to have wanted to have juiced your orange, and you need 1/4 cup of juice. So once the butter is combined with the lemon zest and sugar, then you want to add your lemon juice and just mix it until it's quite combined. And while your dough's rising, you can make this, pop it in the fridge. Now my dough is risen, I'm going to spray my dish. I'm going to put my rolls in. All the good times just begun. And lay some flour down, because I'm going to roll it out now. You need to just grab your dough, it's very sticky, roll it around and make a rectangle shape. I don't go by the size of the recipe, I just sort of guess. So roll it out, and then you're going to want to spread your filling inside, and then you're going to want to roll it up, make sure there's no gap, and tuck it around, because then you're going to cut it into your shapes and put it back in your dish. These recipes I think always look really confusing, but I think they're actually really easy to make. I was tempted to make them today because I've got some oranges on the side. Yeah, if I get a chance. We don't need no more, even in the hard times, you and I can weather. So now I've got my filling, I'm just going to spread it completely over my dough, and it will be quite stiff from the fridge. I'm just going to spread it with my fingers because it's just easier than using a spoon, and I can make sure my dough doesn't rip. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have. When you roll it, sort of pull it back on itself. It just sort of helps to roll it round, and then if you have any bigger pieces, just roll them back up on it. And then cut your pieces. I wasn't actually going through and touching the surface there, but it looks like I am. Curtis would not be happy if he could see this. So yeah, just lay them out on your dish, and then you're going to want to leave them to rise again for another hour. So put them back in your place to rise, wrap some cling film around them and let them rise. Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm. Now I'm going to make my cream cheese glaze. So you need 1 orange, which is zested and juiced, but the zest do not put in this mix. You need to mix together 4 ounces of cream cheese, a cup of powdered sugar, which is icing sugar, an orange juiced needs to go in this, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Blend that all together and spread that on top of your rolls, and then you sprinkle your zest on top. So if you don't like zest, then don't sprinkle it on top because it's very strongly flavoured, but if you do, then sprinkle your zest on top, and that is how you make them. And it is actually so simple, although it probably doesn't look it. I've been feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars.
So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. I do absolutely love to bake whenever I get the time with all the children, but I do love it, and these rolls are absolutely delicious. I think I'm going to try some cinnamon ones next. I was also thinking some chocolate. If that's possible, I'm going to try. Maybe I'll spread lotus inside. But yeah, I often change the recipe from lemon to orange just because I prefer it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do, please subscribe to my channel to stick around for more of my videos. And hopefully I will see you on my next video.
City that's looking fun.